Ace Poppy here. We are back to Tank Battle, North Africa. We're going to play a battle called Onwards. And basically, what we have to do is take control of the road by 20 turns, hold the road for 12 turns, do not lose any control points, and do not lose your army. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Gonna scout the land out. No enemy forces right now. Quite interesting road pattern. And I see we have a control point kind of center right of the screen. Another one to the right center further down, and then in the lower left hand corner there's another control point. Those are the 3 control points. All the roads connect, and we have a lot of motorized units, and there's a lot of minefields all around the roads, so we have to be a little careful with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to move a 50 cal up. Whoop. We're going to need some tank support because there's an enemy Panzer right there that we just ran into. So we're going to take our half track, kind of move him out of the way so I can get a tank up to help out this 50 cal. Maybe even bring a couple of them up. And we got another enemy unit and another tank and 2 more tanks, so we're getting right into it. Got to get that pressure off that 50 cal. And again, we have to be mindful of these this minefield here. Bringing up the infantry units. What we're going to do is we're going to be advancing with our armor and going to leave our infantry units to hold the control points as we attempt to secure them. All right, we're going to. One tank ran away on us. So what we're going to do is we're going to surround this tank with as much firepower as possible. And we iced that tank. Now we're going to work on this infantry unit. Well, found that tank again, unfortunately, with our 50 cal. Now we got to get that 50 cal out of trouble. Okay, they're bringing in more tanks. Alright, we got to take care of this tank. And we did. Now I want to get more of our tanks in position, so we're going to move that unit. Get rid of this infantry. And we spotted another tank outfit. Just going to try to get this infantry unit out of range of that tank. Whoa, that unit down here is artillery, and they could fire at a long range, so we're gonna have to neutralize that artillery pretty quick. Now that we got rid of the tank by that one control point, we could concentrate on this panzer group next round here. All right, they're bringing up some more. They're bringing up another tank to help to support their artillery position. Now we have a new front opened. If you can see here in the lower right-hand corner, we've got 3 new tanks in the mix. So we're going to start advancing them. And what we want to do is take out this infantry position. And again, we're going to concentrate on clearing out this artillery best we can. And then we'll deal with the tank. And that's that. Now we are going to start moving in on this tank with our weaker tank, but we've got some numbers here to help a little bit. And with our infantry, we're gonna secure the first control point until this last infantry unit could take over. Then we can move him up to help with the next control point. Okay. We're working on this infantry unit down here with these 3 tanks because we have enough firepower to handle this tank. And hopefully by the next round we'll take him out. And I'm hoping to neutralize this tank pretty quick. Again, hopefully next round. And we're just going to keep moving up our infantry. And looking for no other enemy right now. Now we're going to attack this tank with the most north unit so we could start bringing down our tanks for the next assault. Now, I have to believe that the enemy is going to counterattack pretty soon. So I'm not gonna draw all our armor down. We're gonna leave this half track up to support that control position while we advance. Now we're going to keep assaulting this infantry unit. And take this tank out right now. There we go. Okay. All right, so we're going to be in position to take this control point until we get infantry to cover. So we'll just tie up that 50 cal there. And we don't know where the next enemy counterattack is going to be, but we know where our last control point is, which is down here in the lower left-hand corner. So we're going to start moving out our tanks. Whoop. There we go. That should do that. No, not yet. We're gonna leave these half tracks and the 50 cal at this control point until we get infantry to take over the control point and continue to the third control point. That should take care of that. Okay. Now, I'm sure we're going to get some opposition here. Yep. No, we're going to start working on the tank. And we'll start moving our tank column down to support. Nope, that's it for start. We got to be careful of the landmines, but we'll start bringing the tanks in as quick as we can. And again, we're gonna keep these two units, the 50 cal and a half track. Now, as soon as this infantry unit could take over, we could start moving him down, and we're going to keep this half track to support that control point. Okay, we're not going to chase after that tank. Let's see if we could go right in here. That's it. We took control of the road. But the battle's still not over. So we're just going to have to keep working at the enemy. Start moving our tanks in position. Nothing to do up north right now. But we do have a tank, looks like heading towards us, but he could turn around, so we don't know yet. Enemy reinforcements have arrived. Yeah, let's see where, okay. All right, they're heading to the second control point. And we got a problem. Got a big concentration of tanks up north, and we don't have a lot of support for our infantry and our half track. So we're going to pull the half track back and brace until I could get some tanks up here. So the first thing we're going to do, we have to keep this control point too. So okay. first things first. I want to get rid of this tank so it can't go north. There we go. And then we're going to neutralize this infantry post. Okay. So right now our biggest problem is those 3 tanks and an infantry unit up north. But it looks like we should have enough to hold them off until we could draw some of our tanks back after we take care of this southern counterattack. Uh-oh, enemy aircraft. Okay, we've got reinforcements. Great, and they're up north too, which is really good. All right, we got a couple of tanks. And we got an M3. Now, we are going to just hold our position and wait for those tanks to advance, and then we'll do a number on them. Okay, now when we have more tanks, coming from the south as well. So no need to move this unit up. Doesn't have much firepower left. But we could start moving this unit up towards the road. And certainly the new tanks, the new reinforcements. And we're going to keep this these 2 tank units right here until maybe we get some infantry to hold that control point. Because again, now we've got all 3 control points. Wasn't hard taking them, but we've got to use resources to keep them. Okay, now we've got enemy coming in. We want to keep the control point secured. And we're just going to hold our ground here and see what the enemy does. Up north, we're in good shape. All right, now we've got 2 tanks against 3. We're going to engage. Going to take a little aggressive action here. Try to neutralize these tanks before they get more reinforcements in. We're definitely going to leave these 2 units for this control point, and I'm not sure if I'm going to move that unit up or not. Okay, now we are going to get after this tank. Try to neutralize it before they bring more reinforcements in. And we're going to keep these units right where they, well, tell you. Yeah, we're just going to leave the rest of the units by that control point. Take a look up north. Got that pretty much contained. Okay, a new enemy infantry unit popped up. So the first thing we're going to do is eliminate that tank. And now we're going to work on the infantry. Cut them down to size. No enemy down here. But we have a new enemy infantry unit that arrived. And we're going to start neutralizing them as quick as possible. Now I'm going to move this infantry back so I could bring the tank up, which has much more firepower, but it's not in position. Okay. Enemy reinforcements. Alright, they have a tank up north. I don't see anything in the south. So it's just that one tank. I'm sorry, two tanks that came in. Three tanks that came in. Okay. Four tanks that came in. Well, that tank, that's the one that withdrew. Because we were clobbering him. Alright, we're going to start taking care of business. Always work on the tanks first. Okay, once I get rid of this tank, we're going to be able to pull this armor up, and we should be able to take care of that northern counterattack. I'm going to hold this stored in reserve. I don't think we need them up north. We don't have anything going south, but I'm not pulling. Well, we do have this one infantry unit. Okay, almost forgot about you, little guy. Okay. Let's see what else. Enemy aircraft. Ouch. Okay, now up north. You see the strat? Yeah, we just got hit pretty good. Okay, we got some reinforcements coming in. See where they are. Yep, down south. Okay, that's cool. Infantry, so I could start releasing some of our armor. Okay, up north. Now what they did is they pulled this tank back in to stop our advance. But we're going to try to counter that. And move him up. So much for that tactic. I don't know if we could get him in a position. Okay, although this is an 8, we're going to work on the tank. This is a Panzer here. We want to... Good, got rid of that Panzer. We got one more Panzer up north. Now I'm going to release this Stuart to help out up north because we've got... Let's do this first. Move this infantry up. And let that... Okay, I'm going to hold Okay, I'm going to release this Stuart as well, because I'm going to keep the infantry down here with this one small Stuart, and we'll see what we're going to do with this Stuart in a moment. Let's finish off this infantry unit. Next round. Nothing else going on. Okay. Okay, that takes care of the southeast, southwest. Let's just see how we do with this battle, or this portion of the battle. Okay, they only have two units up here left. And I'm going to come back to defend. And we're going to keep these two Stuarts because we may need them down south. They don't need the help up north. Nothing else going on. This enemy's been neutralized. Again, everything else is secured. Enemy reinforcements have arrived. Okay, looks like we've got 2 tanks and an infantry unit. So we are going to concentrate on 1 tank first. And I'm going to call on these 2 Stuarts that we've had in reserve. We're going to move all 3 of them up. Put our infantry in the control point. Bring this Stuart up. And we're going to finish off. Okay, we're going to leave those tanks up north, and we're going to keep these units around this control point. And it looks like we're going to have enough support to take this enemy force out. Again, we've got 3 units, and we've got more than enough to take care of them. Enemy aircraft. Ouch. Ooh, that was a big hit. So much for that enemy. Counterattack. And no more enemy in sight. And we have all the control points. Spotted another enemy tank. We'll immediately engage him. And we should have him neutralized pretty quick, just in case. No other enemy spotted. Well, we've accomplished our mission. We've taken control of the road within 20 turns. We've held the road for 12 turns. We did not lose any control points, and we didn't lose our army. Therefore, victory is ours. Well, I certainly hope you enjoyed Onwards. It was a long battle, but I think we used some pretty solid strategy in utilizing our units, keeping the control points, and keeping the roads open so that we could maneuver around. I'd love to hear your comments about the battle. And as always, Ace Poppy would really love to see you subscribe and check us out often. We play quite a bit. Until next